Is that enough energy for you, man? God, sheesh! What's up, guys? Danny from Collect and Destroy here. This guy says I don't have enough energy, so I'm trying to bring you the energy. Here we go. Let's do it. New SB video for you today. I got some special treats. Last week we did Gibson and Huffs. Gibson still haven't sold. I don't know why. They're at a great price. You guys are literally sleeping so hard on this. I've had so many people tell me if that was their size, they'd take them. But, you know, not everybody's a size 9. So, I get it. It is what it is. We did the Huffs also last week. That was a personal favorite. I brought some special stuff for the Huffs last week, but I didn't get to show it off. Maybe we'll do a rerun of that shoe again once I get some more stuff in, and we'll put that together. But without further ado, let me bring you the first shoe. Black Box, released in 2006. This was the first start of the Black Box series. They went from 06 to 08. Then it came the Gold Box. Before that was the Pink Box. That ran till 05. Flip it over. These are in 9.5, if I remember correctly. Midnight colorway. No, sorry, Stealth Black. It's a new color that I never really see on a shoe. So, West Coast Lunars. Let me close this up really quick. Bam. 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 West Coast Lunars. Alright, so these are pretty cool. They go from white, light gray, gray, dark gray to black. Like an Eclipse. You got the Eclipse back here. These are the West Coast versions. There's two. There's East Coast and West Coast. Now the West Coast, these are both made in accordance to real Eclipse that happened, one on the East, one on the West. Obviously, these were released on the West Coast. The East were released on the East Coast. So the West, like I said, goes from white, gray, 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 black. Then the East Coast go black, gray, gray to the lighter gray, white, opposites. It's a pretty dope pack to have together. I've always had the East Coast, never had the West Coast. This is the first time I have the West Coast, and now that I actually have these, it's increasingly difficult to find the East Coast pair, which I always used to find for like $80, $50. So it's crazy. These things are going for like $500-$600 dead stock now on StockX, which is way more than I would ever pay. But hey, you know, if that floats your boat, go ahead and do it. The coolest part about this shoe is the heel tab. Not the heel tab, the heel actually. They stitched in the Eclipse here on the East Coast ones. It's flipped the other way around. Nothing really special about the insoles here. Just normal black insoles from back in the day. We're going to do some close-ups of these now, so you guys can get more detailed look. This is a 14-year-old shoe. Please keep that in mind. There is some cracking and yellowing on the shoe, but for the most part, these things are pretty brand new. Okay, shoe number 2. What's up, guys? Back. This guy's crazy. He's telling me to do this and do that, and he wants to walk over here and over there and over here and over there. I don't know what's going on. Okay. So, as I mentioned to you, we got a pink box here. These came out in 05. That's when the pink box stopped. 2006 is when the black box started. So, this was almost the last drop of the pink boxes. This came out in November of 05. For $65. $65. I think that is so nuts. Like, with the price of SBs how they are, you got Ben & Jerry's selling for $1,800 before and after they drop, and Strange Love's at like what, 14. Like, yo, new releases are crazy. Back then it was just $65 and you go ahead with your shoe, and maybe you're gonna pay $100 and something resale at some point. But like, man, the game is just not what it used to be. Like that's crazy. $65. You had to have been a member of this website to get these. These weren't in skate shops. These weren't at Nike.com. Really, there wasn't any SBs on Nike.com back in the day. It was on Nike Talk, ISS, Facebook, old man stuff, like caveman stuff. Primitive. We're going back to forums. You guys don't even know what forums is, probably, half of you watching this. So yeah, $65. Without further ado, let's bring them up. I don't know how they're gonna look on camera, dude. They might just be like reflecting the whole time because of the flash. Does it show reflecting? Is it reflecting already?
Yeah, man.
Damn. Oh man, this might be a crazy video to shoot. All right, cool. So they're very fragile, very, very fragile. I have one wrapped in saran wrap, like the heat wrap plastic. I got one in the bag in the Ziploc. So here we got Medicom 3s. Medicom 3s, dude. I love these shoes. Cool. So these are dead stock. Bring up the other one. Like I said, November of 2005. Through the Medicom website, only through their website. Very limited, always very limited. This is a third release of that Nike had with Medicom. The first one was a all white silhouette with a blue and orange check. The orange was like on the outlining of it, and then the blue was in the middle. A very clean pair. I love that colorway. I've never had a pair myself. My boy has had a pair and he never wanted to sell me them. Joey. The Medicom 2s are the all denim joints, the black and gray denim joints. Those back in the day were always like $800 to $1,000, so I was always kind of like hesitant to pull the trigger on them. And I regret it because now it's probably like triple that. So these are the third installment of their collabs. You have to have been a member at bearbrick.com, and even at that, I don't even know how many pairs released. They got their name. They're either called the 3Ms or the Medicom 3s, whatever. My thing is, when they were making this name, they probably wrote like Medicom 3 or like M3 next to it. And we're like, oh, let's just flip it and make an all 3M shoe. This is made out of Scotch Guard 3M, I believe is what it's called. It works by reflecting and bouncing light back to the original source. If you guys wanted to know how this material works in any way, but to your eye, it's just a gray metallic silver kind of leather. I don't know. I can't see it behind the camera, but the whole thing just reflects, like the whole shoe. It's so crazy. If you take a picture, with these shoes on and you put flash on, your whole photo's gone. It's just your feet glowing. Like, you're not in the picture. You're non-existent. It's just like two... We'll throw some shots of that in there for you guys. If it's not reflecting now, because I can't tell. But I'll show you guys how the crazy these things are. Kept dead stock, though. Mine's have... This one is okay. But this pair has cracks going down here. It's just the material, and it chips really bad. This is why a lot of people are hesitant on actually getting this pair, because it's like once you wear them, they're cooked. That's number one. And when you try to keep them dead stock, they crack. Like, this is a normal shape of a dunk that it would stay in the box. And right here, it has a whole crack. It's not that bad, but it's bad to me because I want these things in perfect condition. You see the little chipping on the heel tab right here. This pair's a little bit better. I think just because it's been kept in the plastic for so long. This is the pair with the lace bag attached to it. But yeah, man, these things are just so hard to keep nice. They crack and they chip, and I don't think I'd ever wear these. This is a collector's piece for me. And these came from my homie Gus, which I had mentioned in the last video about the Huffs. So, like, close friend, you know. Rest in peace to him, but, like, I would never let these go. These things, so like I said, they're an all metallic silver leather upper with a 3M on top of the leather. You got the Medicom logo in the back right here. We'll get some close-ups so you guys can see that better. The tongue is not gray. It's more of a silver. I wouldn't call that gray. What's on the Lunars is a gray. That's like a silver. They have silver laces on the inside too. I think I didn't realize that. Like I said, I'll get close-ups. But the inside has the logo on the heel, on the insole. I'm sorry. Got the insole there with the logo. And the coolest thing about these is that they each release, the first, second, and third, all come with this. They come with their own Medicom bag. So when you are a member and you hit, you have to do those two things: become a member and hit on the website. Then they send you, and it actually has its own box too. I'm not lucky enough to have the box. I've only had the box once when I owned these before. Because I have owned a pair of these threes at least like 4 times. I've always found them super cool. I've always worn them, and I've always hated myself for wearing them. So these I'm probably going to keep dead stock. But they do come with the pink box, the bag, a card of authenticity, and then like the brown box that it comes in like shipped is a Medicom brown box. Like some people have that. It's super rare to find. I wish I had it. Like, I think it's super cool. Alright guys, well that's the Medicom. We're gonna get some close-ups now of these as well, so you guys can see. I got the original sticker still on them. Oh, sorry. I got the original sticker still on them. Trying to figure out these angles of this camera. Here we go with some shots of the Medicoms. Thanks guys.